on, fam? So we are back again today, and today we're going to be installing this dope HPI diff mount. So this is from HP Injectors, and so you can find this at hpinjectors.com. And so they decided to partner up with me on their diff mount to see and to try out and just to see what the benefits of it are. So if you guys never heard of diff mount upgrades for your C5, so basically and the C5s, their OEM diff mount isn't the best, and you guys are going to see why. So pretty much the diff is just held up by a mount that's about that big. So, and when torque goes up through your powertrain, it allows your whole drivetrain to move left and right, depending on like how it's being torqued. So what this does is it pretty much widens that out, and it will help to keep the drivetrain under control more, which should reduce wheel hop and should give better traction and a plethora of different scenarios. And they were nice enough to give you guys 20% off if you use my discount code BZ5-20%. And I'm gonna link that on the screen, but you gotta type it in exactly as it's linked on the screen in order to take advantage of that discount code. So I'm gonna go over a little bit of what comes to the kit. Obviously the mount itself, this is the other piece of the mount here. This is the mount bushing right here. So yeah, that's it. So I appreciate you guys at HP Injectors with working with me on this one once again. So if you guys are interested in this, make sure you visit their website at hpinjectors.com. And they sell a whole bunch of different stuff too, wiring harnesses, things of that nature. But let's get into it. All right, so right here is your OEM diff mount right there. As you guys can see how that could be kind of problematic with actually keeping a drivetrain movement to a minimum, just because how little a surface area that actually covers. But we're going to go ahead and get into it now. Also, a big shout out to Kenny Church. If you haven't checked out his channel, check out his channel. I use his video as a reference for mine, so I'll be using some of the tips that he gave me. But first thing we're going to be doing is moving this little damper right here. They're 13mm bolts. There's two of them right there, and you can access them from right here. So we're going to remove that, and the reason why we have to remove that is because we're going to need that extra space in order for the diff mount not to touch that right there. So I'm gonna get that removed, and then we'll move on to the next step. I got that off. Next thing I did was remove the wiring harness from these clips. There's one clip right here, and then there's another clip right there. And I just used a flathead screwdriver to pry those open. So got that out of the way now. So next thing I'm gonna do is work on these nuts right here. I already got the drivetrain supported, and the way I did that, I just took a block of wood and I just jacked it on the point where the transmission and the differential meet right there. So I think that'll work fine, and I'm gonna use this to support my drivetrain, and since I'm taking out that diff mount right there. So next thing, we're gonna go ahead and loosen these bolts up right here and loosen these ones. So these two nuts right here, those are 18 mil. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove those, and then I'm gonna move up to those two bolts up top right here. All right, so moving on to the two bolts up there, they're 15mm. So I've been using a curved wrench right here, and this curve is able to get in the right angle in order to reach the bolt. So that's been working so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and just continue to pull those out, and then we'll work on actually getting the mount out itself. So we got everything loose. Like I said, you just wanna make sure that you jack up the drivetrain, and when you do this, because that's what's gonna give you room in order to pull out the mount once it's loose. But just keep in mind, and that you have brake lines, and you also have wiring harnesses are running around the back. So whenever you jack it up, just make sure you don't go too far. And you will have to bend your brake lines a little bit while doing this. It's okay. They're metal, so they can bend just a little bit, but just make sure you don't overdo it because you don't want to break it. But once that's loose, you just want to pivot it forward, and then you can pull out the whole assembly. So this is the OEM diff mount, and as you can see, compared to this HPI one, you have a much wider stance of the mount. And so what that's going to do is just reduce like all that drivetrain movement and help to reduce wheel hop and all those negative things that come with it, axles breaking, etc., etc. So this should help to cure that and give you better traction, whether you're leaving from a dig or you're coming out of a corner. So now we are going to work on getting this installed. All right, so next step we're going to do is we're going to remove these clamps that hold down our brake lines right here and right here because they interfere with the mount. If you just come right here and you can see where they're held on at. So what I'm gonna do is just take a pair of pliers and just break off these little tips right here just to free up these brake lines. There are more mounts and that hold these brake lines a bit further back. So they're not just loose to go wherever, but you will need to bend them a bit out of the way. So we're gonna go ahead and remove those now. And then we'll get into putting this together and fitting everything. We got everything that we needed to do done up there. We're gonna focus our concentration here. We're gonna just slide this thing together, put the bushing in first, cool. And what we are going to do is install these right here, just so the bolts are already on, because you will not be able to get the bolt in once the bracket is already in. So this just will help us not to lose our bolts. So we're just gonna put the nut head on both of these. Bam, 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 like so. Cool, too easy. So that's that. We got that right there. So that's cool. Next thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and drop this bracket into place. I know that wiring harness is pretty annoying, but it's a part of the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and finagle that in place, and then we'll come back once we're actually fitting this. All right, so as you guys can see, man, I hope you guys can see, this angle isn't the best. All right, so I think that's a bit better, but as you can see, my nut and from my bolt is hitting right there, so that won't be able to go in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the nut. I already did up on this one, and you can see that it dropped down, but it's still in the hole. So when I go to push it all the way through, it will still be in there. Now I'm just gonna continue to finagle my way to get everything lined up. I'm gonna go get a ratcheting wrench just to make my life a lot easier because there's a lot of real estate going all the way up to follow all these threads. So in order to make my life easier, went and got a 16 mil ratchet wrench, and that will definitely help this process to move a lot quicker. So I'm gonna continue to tighten up this mount. I'm tightening up these bolts first, and then I will put in the main bolt, and that holds that right there, and then we'll move on to the bottom nuts again. We are back. So I got these two bolts tightened all the way up. So one thing to mention, I would probably put 2 extra washers on these bolts right here, because if you look, like, there's not a lot of room for you to get a wrench on them, because their head is only like sticking out like a couple eighths of an inch, so it's not a whole lot. It's not a whole lot, but I was able to snug them up and get them good. So next thing I'm gonna do is put this big bolt through the main hole right here. So just opened up the drivetrain, boom, goes through like that. Then we got our washers and our nut. That's gonna go on the other side right there. Hope you guys can see it. Yep, the other side right there. You're able to actually reach that with your hands, which is dope. So HPI did a good job there, because there's enough room for you to actually be able to get the nut on and everything. And these are 21 at the bolt head and on the nut. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that installed, tighten up, then we can throw these bad boys back on, and then we're pretty much done. All right, y'all, we got it all installed. As you can see, everything fit up nice, no fitment issues. Everything bolted up as it should, which is really, really dope. One thing I will say is to make sure you clean out your engine cradle after you take out your old diff mount, and just to get all the pebbles and debris that's up in there. But yeah, everything worked out good for me. No issues with installation. Everything went smooth. So big ups to HP Injectors. Make sure to check them out, hpinjectors.com. I realized I didn't even talk about price. So I know y'all probably like, yo, I don't even know how much this costs, but it only costs $230. That's all this costs. And that's a big savings from most other companies that charge upwards of $500 for a very similar diff mount of similar design. So definitely hop up on this, and with the 20% discount, it's only $184. So, man, y'all gotta hop up on this. Y'all gotta hop on this for sure. And I appreciate HP Injectors and for working with me to be able to provide y'all with dope stuff at a discount, because you know I'm here for y'all at the end of the day. Another thing, make sure you check out their website. Not only do they offer obviously this dismount, but as you can guess by just their name, they also offer injectors of all different sizes and varieties. They offer LS wiring harness, and they offer a few other things too. So make sure you just check out their website. They reply to emails very quick if you have any questions. So if you need your injectors clean, if you need new injectors, if you need wiring harness, if you need a C5 diff mount, they got you. So make sure you check those guys out. I appreciate HP Injectors for working with me on this. Stoked, you know, it was something I was going to do anyway, so it's cool, and that they wanted to work with me. So I'm gonna get a before and after video for you guys to see if there's a noticeable difference, and I'll let you know if I feel a difference also. Next thing for the car is going to be some AMT motor mounts, because the stock motor mounts on these things are super duper trash. So we're about to get those going too. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all checking out the video. Now we're going to move on to the next step. Just my seat of the pants, you know, and obviously I know it's there, so this could be a bit of a placebo, but the drivetrain felt more connected to the car. There was a noticeable vibration, and not a bad vibration, but I could tell that there was a bit more of vibration from just the more solid mount, and that comes from it compared to the OEM mount. So the car felt more cohesive and together. One of the things I did notice is my exhaust is making more noise now, and I think that's from and it's causing my whole exhaust to, I think, move around a bit more, because the old dip bushing was dampening some of that vibration, and now I feel like it's being transmitted throughout the exhaust. So there's that, but overall the car feels super solid, man. One of the things I did want to address with my car is the sloppiness of the OEM drivetrain bushings, the engine mount, and the diff mount. So that was my first mod I did to address that. And the second one is going to be engine mounts, and I went with the AMT one. So I'm really excited to see with that cohesive package with the HPI diff mount and then the AMT Vulcan engine mounts. I'm excited to see if that's like a big difference, because if you just look at like the OEM engine rev, like it torques, like you can see the engine torquing. So I wanted to get rid of that just to have my drivetrain more solidly connected with the chassis. So overall though, I think this was a mod and that was worth doing, especially for the money with the discount. You know, only $184, you can't beat that. So make sure y'all utilize that discount, man. I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, please comment below. But thanks again to HP Injectors. That's highperformanceinjectors.com. Make sure you check them out, and tell them I sent you for sure. But take it easy, y'all.